Hi everyone, thank you so much for all the wonderful feedback on my Garden Picasso TV show. I cannot believe the comments we've received from around the world, and I'm so delighted. I've had invitations to go to so many places as far away as Alaska to do some work and some ideas. So I accepted this invitation because I saw a picture of this most amazing garden, and it belongs to Jan and Don, and they live in Peacehaven. So I turned right into this cul-de-sac and thought, okay, there's a dead end road, little quiet cul-de-sac. However, as I came through the door, I realised something very special's gone on here. Now, as a garden Picasso, I tend to make things, create things, upcycle things. I wouldn't consider myself a specialist in flowers or plants at all. But clearly the people that look after this garden understand flowers and plants, from evergreens, beautiful, beautiful plants, and they must get some joy throughout the year. So what I think we should do is have a little walk round, have a look. I'll get my lovely camera woman to follow me and see if we can find anything cute. Come with me. Now this is one of the most amazing things I saw straight away, was this beautiful edge. Now I love privet. When I grew up as a young boy, we had the best privet in the road. They used to have that in the front garden. People who couldn't afford a fence would plant a privet. My mum used to chop it, and it was amazing. That's a miniature version, and I love that. I think that's probably the favourite thing I've seen in the garden. Gorgeous palm trees, of course. I mean, palm trees obviously don't grow that well in England, but I guess because we're near Brighton, I guess the climate is a lot milder here, and I can see various ones here, but everywhere I look I'm seeing the most amazing tree, or a light, or a little alleyway here. This is a secret little way through to the greenhouse, and there's just the archways are terrific. But also what I've noticed, the first thing I noticed when I came into the garden was this, as I said, this gorgeous privet, and I love this, I absolutely love this. I've got to think of an idea for that. There is water everywhere, and the sound of water can be so relaxing, it really can. There's water in all sorts of sections. So the other thing I've noticed, and I know this from the garden I created originally, a garden has two lives. It has a daytime life and it has a nighttime life, and there are two completely different places. Gardens come to life about 4:30 in the morning. The birds are tweeting, might catch the odd fox and things like that. The plants are just booming up because the sun's rising. But at night time they become this incredible different place, almost a completely different part of the world. But in fact it's the same garden day and night. And I know, just looking around from the lighting, this garden is going to look so spectacular after dark. So the plants are amazing. Lots and lots of great use of solar panels here. The solar lights everywhere. I'm a big fan of garden seating and spending hours. I spend up to 15 hours in a garden myself. However, the other thing that I always find really important about seating is to locate seating in as many different parts of the garden as you can, so you can pick up the shade if you want, you can pick up the sun if you want. This garden is absolutely fantastic. It's a perfect size. It's a semi-detached house, so you've got great access at the side. This little beauty here is just trickling water, and I love it because you can hardly hear it. And that's got solar panels, it's got lights in, I can see lights everywhere. I can't wait to see this in the dark. Of course, we're feeding the birds and the squirrels. Lots and lots, very important to get water out for the birds and the squirrels here. And they are as much a part of any garden for me. I love the animals, I love even the worms and the little spiders that come. For me, they make a garden come to life. And I don't know what this is, but my gosh. As I said, I'm not an expert in plants, but this has to be the most beautiful plant I've seen in a long time. And great use of rope lighting. And again, we get into an area and there's more water and the budders. I know my daughter would love the budders. And that noise, you can just sit, and if you listen, hopefully we've picked up the sound of the birds, the seagulls and the water. When you sneak through here, another thing I do, you've got here perhaps looks like a table and chairs that's been around a long time, perhaps not even suitable for sitting on anymore, but it's been used as plant stands. What just a great idea, absolutely brilliant idea. Now I'm going to struggle with this garden because I've decided if somebody invites me to their garden and I accept, I'm going to try and think of something that I can make them that fits into their garden. Now I'll struggle with this garden, but I've already got the idea. and I know it's going to be lovely, and they're going to go, wow, and they're going to say, how did that come about? Look at these gorgeous. And I was in Japan some years ago on a mission with my work in the music industry, and I just went to the most amazing places and temples. So every single piece of this garden has been used, and I'm fascinated by this miniature edge. I just love it. Look, it's like 6 inches high. It's terrific. I must find out what that is because it's incredible. And as I said, seating is so important in the garden because you view. I'm fortunate to have a very big garden, and there's around 11 areas to sit. When you take a picture, each time it's a different world, and I'm so fascinated here. I think absolutely, I think what we need to do, and I can see here, jacuzzi of course, absolutely fantastic. Lights, 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 lights everywhere. Even the 2 beautiful rabbits are inviting you in, and I bet they light up tonight. So I think we should pop back here in the dark. Come and join me later.